guys, welcome back. In today's video we're going to look at the most cost-effective way to clear your land if you don't have much in the way of machinery as such. If you may not have a tractor there at home, or you may not have a dozer or something like that. So the next best thing is, or the cheapest thing anyway, is probably to buy yourself a couple of chainsaws like this and maybe a brush cutter like this. And you can see the special brush cutter saw blade that I had to buy to put on this. This is only just a cheap version brush cutter from China, made in China. So if you add all these tools up that we're going to be using here today, we probably got about $300 AUD in both these chainsaws, and around about the same in the 4-stroke brush cutter that I've got here. But you do have to buy that circular saw attachment that I just showed you then. So today we're going to be demonstrating how to clear your land like that, and of course you have to put some Tordon on the stumps when you cut them off, otherwise they'll just reshoot. So we'll be doing that also. But it is a way to clear your land without a whole lot of capital required in equipment and so on. Let's do a quick comparison on these chainsaws that I bought to do the silviculture work with here today. One's a Husqvarna, cost me around about $300 AUD, and the other one's that's a Husqvarna 120 Mark2 actually, if you can see there. And this one's just a Sthil 170, MS170. And just a first look at the two chainsaws in the comparison. The Husqvarna is quite a bit heavier. I think the Husqvarna is actually rated at quite a bit more horsepower, about 5cc I think, more than the Sthil. Apart from that, can't see much benefit over the Sthil versus the Husqvarna. Considering the Husqvarna gives you a better warranty, it's about 2 years, and I think the Sthil is only 12 months. But overall, like the Sthil, I think the Sthil might be a bit better balanced chainsaw than the Husqvarna, and quite a bit lighter. So anyway, we'll be putting these two through their paces today, and we'll just see how they go, I guess, and we can do a bit better comparison then. So let's get into the video, and I hope you enjoy it. So I just used this Husqvarna chainsaw to saw down these few trees over here, as you can see. And I wasn't actually overly impressed with the chainsaw, to be honest. I think that the Sthil performs better, but we'll go and give the Sthil a bit of a lap over here and see how it goes over here. After using the Sthil, yeah, I don't think there's all that much in it really. I think they're about the same. The Husqvarna is probably a little smoother to use, to run. Not quite as much vibration with the Husqvarna, I think, compared to the Sthil. But any of this situation like this, you guys have to check with the zoning on your land. This area that we're doing here is all in white, so we don't have to have any problems with cutting everything down. But in some situations, if your land's in colour, well then you need to look at what you can and can't do. You have to leave a certain amount of trees per hectare in that sort of application. here we're at fine. So we'll just go over here now and clean up some of this stuff, bigger stuff that the lad can't handle with the brush cutter now. Okay, so you're going to need a Tordon gun and bottle like this. I think they're around about $300 for a total unit. We just used about half a bottle of Tordon. When we're using that, we're mixing that at 10 to 1. The son that was using the brush cutter, he used about the same. So total we would have used about 5 litres of mixed up 10 to 1 Tordon, which actually isn't Tordon, it's Slasher, which is the cheaper version of Tordon. Still runs out about $600 for 20 litres, but we would have only used about half, probably not even half a litre of Tordon in that issue we just did then. So that, you know, I don't know, you can do the maths on that, but you're probably over a whole day, you might use $40 or $50 worth of Tordon for the whole day. And in a whole day, we'd probably get over about 5 acres of land doing it in this method. So yeah. Have a look at this for regrowth in probably only 5 years since I had this completely cleared through here. And now it's a jungle again. You can just see what we have to put up with here in this coastal country here in Queensland. It's just a never-ending job chasing wattle bushes. So we'll just give you a demonstration of the Chinese 4-stroke brush cutter. And what we find with the brush cutters is that they're really only efficient up to about a 75 mil stem, really. Anything above that, quicker to use the chainsaw. I'll demonstrate with this trick here. Here's a bit more we have to clean up, guys. It's a real jungle in here now. So my final opinion on the comparison between the 170 Sthil and the 120 Husqvarna is, I was actually pleasantly surprised with the Husqvarna in the end. I think it definitely has, it definitely has the better warranty out of the two chainsaws. It has a better oiler. It's probably smoother to use than the Sthil. As far as power is concerned, there's not much in it, but I think when the Husqvarna is completely run in, it'll be a lot better then. So probably it'll be better than the Sthil then once it's run in properly. So overall, I think for the money, if you can get the Husqvarna for the same price as the Sthil, which I did in this case, then the Husqvarna is probably the pick of the chainsaws in this category. But if you can't get it for the same price, well then maybe the Sthil would be a better option then. So, but anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed the video, and stay tuned, because hopefully we'll have another one very soon on some tips on how to cut a tree down safely. See you guys.